So first, see, there are few things which on a top view, if I share, so first is Python, then SQL, then ETL testing, PySQL, then ETL tool, and we will work on one tool that is highly demand talent. Okay. And then one project. We will work on one project, and some part of the course is also Azure Cloud, where we will apply Python with pandas. Without this, there is no, as per my experience, or as I have seen, that your resume will not get shortlisted by anyone. So if you are doing only two things or what these things, today everything, even the manual test, automation testing is also moving to the cloud. So at least this, if these things you need to cover up to become a ETL tester come developer. Why I'm saying that ETL tester come developer? Because these days 70% work of the developer is done by the tester. 70% work of the developer is done by the tester. And how they are involving, during the course, you will get to understand. So this is the overview of the course, and the course duration is 3 months. You can expect 3 months. It will take 3 days in a week. Project I'm not including in this. Two things I'm not included in this course duration. The one is the project. The second one is the interview preparation, like question and answer, how you have to answer. See, in the interview in this data engineering course or ETL developer come tester course, remember that in out of 10 interview, all the 10 interview, they will ask you to share your resume and write some Python script. They will give you the scenario. They will ask you to write Python script. They will ask you, they will give you some SQL scenario. Write that. How you will do by the SQL, by migrating data. Tool, very less they will ask, but sometimes they also ask about the tool. Then the Panda, write script to validate data on the Azure cloud. On Azure cloud, Python individually will not work. It will work with the pandas. So for that, interview question answer, how you have to answer and how much you need to make practice for that. The next is resume preparation and profile setup on job portal. So these things are not in these 3 months. So apart from our regular courses, what we will do, project, of course, we will, some part of the project we will work on this, but one individual project I will assign, and for every participant we'll have the separate project. Not a one project will do all the participants. Then this is on uh, apart from the regular course, maybe on Saturday or Sunday. That depends after few of the classes. Every Saturday or alternate Saturday or Sunday depends upon the questions, how much questions you have to ask. And then there we will also discuss about the interview question and answer, how to answer. Every after 2-3 week. Resume preparation is a separate part. This will not take much time. Both the things will can take care in a single session. So this is how the course is designed. So the first part is Python. So for Python, we need in the ATL testing or the development or the data engineering or the data analyst, Python is a core, or you can say the backbone of the course. Without Python or SQL, you cannot do anything. This is the main language, you can say. So first of all, we need to work on the Python. So how we can work on the Python first of all? You all guys are comfortable in English, or should I also in Hindi or mix? Come
All is
on.
fine.
Sorry?
All is fine for me.
Okay. So first of all, we need to work on the Python. So how I will install the Python? So first of all, just to open any browser, we need two things for Python. The first one is Python, and the second one is the Python ID. ID means integrated development environment. This is basically, it has all the libraries and all the things. This is the precondition for that. It is just like if we are working on Java, so we install JDK, GRE. So this is the same thing for. Now Python ID, in this, we write the Python code. We write the Python code. So first of all, we need to install the Python, then the Python ID. So for Python, on the Google, if you type Python download. So
Sir, sorry to interrupt you in between. Are you recording it?
Sorry?
Uh, Sir, are you recording this session or?
Yes.
Great.
Recording is on.
Thanks.
So on the Google, you type Python download. So you will get the first link. Open that, directly download from the main source, python.org. Then here you can see 3.13.3. This is the latest version. There are multiple versions, and all version has some relevance. We will discuss while working on the Python. Sometimes you are working on some other version. Sometimes you are working on some other version. Sometimes you are working on this version. So first of all, we will work on this latest version. Click on download. So it will get downloaded, and I have downloaded in my machine. I share you. Yeah, you can see I have downloaded this Python. Okay, so you need to install that. Then you need to download PyCharm. There are multiple ID available. That is PyCharm, Visual Code, Visual Studio Code. These are multiple, you can say that ID available in the market. So we are going to use the PyCharm. Visual Code also you can use. Both have the same. It has some. You can go for some other VB. You can go for JavaScript, uh, Java, Angular kind of programming. Also, you can do in this editor. But PyCharm especially for the Python. So I have already downloaded both the things. So PyCharm, how you can download? Just go to Google and you understand that how to download Python. First, you need to download Python. Then in Google, type PyCharm. Download and you can get it from jetbrains.com. The first link. Click on the first link and download. If you are using Windows machine, then Windows, or better to download for Windows. You can download for Windows edition. That's it. Two things is required and both the software we have. Now we need to install first. So first of all, check in your machine that is the Python installed or not. First, check that in your machine, Python is installed or not. So for that, you go to run command and type cmd. Then this window will get open and here you type Python space hyphen version. If the Python is installed, then and press enter. If the Python is installed, then it will display you the Python version. If not, then it will display you not found. Okay, it means that in my machine, the Python is not installed. So first of all, I need to install the Python. So the first, I'm going to install this Python, not PyCharm. Install now. Desktop shortcut. And the rest I can do add bin folder to path. Here you can directly you can provide bin folder to the path. Now JetBrains install. My Python is installed, so just finish. And earlier we have seen that it was not showing. So let me check again. It is still not found. So what we will do, we need to set up the path. So here we can see Python, right? We have added, right click, open file location. So you can see this Python. This is the location for that Python document server. Yes. Now copy the path. Copy this path and go to environment variable. So in here, environment variable. Here, this window will pop up. Now in the environment variable, there are two things, user variable and system variable. So you need to change the system environment variable, this variable. So here you can say the path, right? Select this path. Okay, this is not editable mode, just a second. Environment variable. We need to check. Why it is not coming? We can go for please. Here we can go and then click on environment variable, select path, edit, new, and paste the path. Now click on OK, OK, and OK. Still that is done. We need and go to check. Now this Python is installed. Okay, so earlier I just copied not from local, roaming. By mistake, I copied from here. App data roaming folder. You need to go by local. So now, but my Python is installed. Now open PyCharm. It will ask you to allow something, so you can. So now my PyCharm is open. So before starting, first of all, we have done this thing. We have done these two things, right? One is IDE installation, one is Python. Now, why we are using Python? Why not other programming language like Java, C Sharp? All ETL testing or development we can do by C Sharp, Java, or other programming language as well. But why we are using the Python? First of all, we need to understand that why we are using the Python. See, Python is came in the market 1991 and Java came in the market 1994 or 95 around. But why we are using Python? Because it is very easy. Very easy to learn, implement. First thing, it is easy to learn and implement also. Then it has very rich libraries. It has very rich library. Almost all the things, whatever is required till machine learning, all the library you can find out. A very rich library. That's why Python is used not only the machine learning or data science or data engineering or ETL testing, but it also used in automation testing like Selenium, different application development. These are Python is widely used. The second is it has very rich library. Then third, the most important, easy to write code. It is very easy to write code. Just like other programming language, if you want to write a simple program for Java, let's say suppose you are writing printing hello world in Java. Okay. So you write so many lines of code. Let me show you. You first create a package. Some of the name of the package you give com dot package dot something. Then you create a class, public class, let's say hello world. And then public static void main string yes and then you write system dot out dot println hello world and this. Then it will print you hello world. How many line of code? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 line of code for Java. 6 line of code. But if you want to write the print hello world in Python, so simply write print hello world. Simply you write one line of code and it gets printed. Your output will come. This is the third. That's why we use Python, because very easy to learn, easy to understand, easy to write code, and not like you can say that like Java or other programming languages that first initialized and declare and all the things. So that's why we use the Python. Okay, now just go to our pie chart. We will write some basic. Now here we are, it is asking the project and what we are going to do. So I'm creating new project where I want to keep my project. So I want to keep my project in some other directory. Let's suppose Python. This folder. Okay, now create. Don't worry about this. It will work. Now this here, all the files will be saved. Whatever we will work on here, all the files will be saved. Now you can see also here some downloads is going on, right? So it is automatically download all the resources, whatever required from the Python, which we installed earlier. The first time we installed Python. So it will fetch all the libraries from there. So see, it is taking time some to load all the libraries. If you want to use external libraries, then also you can patch up those external libraries here. So let it be complete. You can see automatically it is updating all the skeletons and required library, whatever we want to do for that. It will fetch all the things by default. So let it be complete. So that is done. Now, not required here. So now I will work some basic of the scripts. Some important things while we are writing code in the Python. Because the Python is a case sensitive language and it follows indentation very, very seriously. So first I'm creating one folder, day one. In day one, this is a folder structure. Basically, if we go to dpython, then we can see the day one folder is there. Let's say D, we have D Python. You can see this folder is getting created here, right? So basically, whatever we are doing on PyCharm or the editor or the IDE, that folder structure gets created. Inside this folder, I'm going to create one Python file. So how we can, there are two ways to create Python file. You first create one file, new, you can directly create one file, but here let's say I am giving introduction. This file name is I have given introduction. Now, how the Python will understand that what is the extension of the file, what I need to do with this file. So manually we have to, as we have given the name, manually I have to give extension .py. Then it will understand this is a Python file. Okay. So let me just create here new file, introduction. .py and then press enter. Wait, Shubham, I will allow you to ask. So this, my file is getting created. This is the first Python file. So as I told you, simple, how do we can print? So print, I am learning Python. I am learning Python. Simply, I want to print this message. I am learning Python. Now, how I can run this one? So you can run it by multiple ways. The first, you can see here this play button. You can run by this play button. Click on this. Other way, you can run it by here, run introduction. The third, you can run this, I will discuss later, through console. So first I'm going to run this as a introduction. So now you can see I am learning Python. It just got printed. Okay. So you can see how easy. No syntax like in Java, you have to put this for every line of code. Here, not required. So this is very easy to basically write the code. Now, few things which you need to know, like if I want, suppose I am writing Python keywords. I am writing Python keywords. Now you can see this is Python could not understand that what the user is writing. And there is no such kind of things which is available in the Python. Like I want to print my name. Let's say I want to write Rahul. So again, Python will not understand, but I want to write this one. How we can do that? So Python gives you to comment it, So for commenting, you have two options. That single quotes 3 times in the start, single quotes 3 times in the last. This is one way to comment. Another way to comment, put hash sign in the start. It will comment, but what if I am Rahul learning Python for ETL testing. If my line, if I want, if I have written in different lines, so how I can comment? Every line, suppose there are 10 lines, or we have put the comment in such a way. So again, 10 times we have to give this one, right? So for that, in the starting, you can give 3 comment. In the last of the line, you can give 3 comment. So it is commented, paragraph commented also. This is single line comment. This is single line comment. And this is multiple line comment. This is multiple line comment. Okay. Multiple line, 3 single quote starting and 3 on the last. This is multiple line comment. Now, just like, see some of the keywords in the Python, which are reserved keyword. Which are reserved keyword. Means reserved. Reserved keyword means what that just like in an English dictionary, A for apple, it's a key, right? If we say that apple, then at the same time in our mind there is a picture came, apple picture came, right? So because we have read all during our childhood, school, and all the things, so that kind of words are called reserved keyword. I cannot say, let's say there is a grapes. So I cannot say, okay, these are the apples. No, those are the grapes. Apple is different. That is called reserved keyword. So in every language, there are few keywords are reserved. In Python, also few keywords are reserved. Slowly, and those are how many keys? Those are 35 keys. 35 keys are reserved. Slowly, we will learn all the keys. Initially, you will understand that what is the meaning of reserved. So some of the key is reserved for data types. Some of the keys are reserved for data type. Just like if I say A equal to 10, what it means? 10 is an integer and it is fixed in a variable named A. Means the value of A is 10. It means the value of A is 10. But how this is actually happens? Go to pane. How this actually happens? See, there is a system memory. Okay, there is a system memory. And in this memory, I am saying this part is 10. This is 10. And this is A. This is A. So remember, guys, how the memory gets allocated in the system. In the system, this is memory, your RAM, simply RAM. And this is variable name. This is variable name. So how this memory gets allocated? Understand? It is not equal to, we are writing A equal to 10 and generally we are also saying that the value of A is 10. But how this memory is allocated or works in the memory, it says that 10 is a value which is allocated in a memory. 10 is a value which is allocated in a memory and its address is A. Its address is A. So whenever I will call A, it will always refer to this. It will always refer to this. It is not like if I putting a equal to 10, so a, the value of a is 10. It is not like that. It is memory is allocated to this number and this number address is a. So here, this is one type of, it is a storing integer. Now again, I can say a equal to Python. Again, I can say a equal to Python. Now it is giving me warning. Why? Because I have given a one variable here and the same variable I am using here, but their value is changed. But, and this is basically a string. But here, if you see, and the string also we can define like this. This way also, single quote or double quotes, both way we can define the string. Remember, both way we can define the string. But here both the things are showing, it is not red. It means that is the some warning it is giving. But if I write a equal to 15, again integer, right? So what is happening here? Let's say I'm changing here ETL. So what is happening here? If I write print A, now if I write print A, so what the value it will print? Two things remember guys, integer never comes in the single quote or double quote. If I put in integer value or if I put this like this, so it will not treated as a integer, it will treated as a string value. So integer doesn't require any single quote or double quotes. Now this is a string which always required, which always comes inside the single quote or double quote. Now there is a one variable that is a, the first value is 10, the second value is Python, the third value is ETL, and the fourth value is 15. So if I'm going to print a, so what value it will print? Any guess or anyone would like to answer?
Sir,
And
it will
yeah, go ahead.
10.
10. Okay, good. See, what is happening here? First value is 10. Now, I change this value to, let's say, some text. I change this value to some text. So, it is now Python. It is now Python. Now, again, I change this value. Again, I change this value to ETL. I'm writing here, don't worry, for the ETL. Now, again, I change this value to 15. Again, I change. So, what is the last value? 15. So, it will, and the variable name is same. So, the 15 address will be A. 15th address will be A. And you can see if I print, right? And this is called reassignment of variable. This is called a reassignment of variable. Now suppose I am not executing this row. Now what it will print?
ETL.
ETL. Okay. Perfect. ETL. Because the last value is ETL. Right? So this way, value is reassigned. The moment if the variable name is same, if variable name is same and we are changing the value, so the last value is the final one. The last value is the final one. Okay. So this is data type. Few more, there are few data types also there. We will see, learn slowly. Now, what the data type is representing basically, if I say data type definition, it represents the type of data present inside a variable. It represents the type of data. So type of data, that is 10. This is a string. Now, suppose if I write B equal to 10, C equal to 20, print A plus B. If I write this thing, so we can see, will it print, first of all, will it print some anything? It will not print anything. Why? The first thing, blindly we can say that there is a red, it is error. It is error. So now if I run this, you can see the error. Right? It is clearly saying that, and most of the time we are learning how to resolve the errors. Most of the time. There are limited errors. If we know how to resolve the error, then in the real time, I can challenge, I can bet that you will not any single error which you cannot resolve that in the real time. It is clearly saying this is some error, line number 14. So line number 14, this is error, and it is also showing why this error is. Now the reason is in indentation error. Indentation error means, as I told, Python very religiously follow the indentation mechanism. Indentation mechanism that I want, this is the two variable and I want to print the value. So why I have given this a space here? This is not required. So remove that space. Wherever that space is required, we have to provide that space. But as of now, in this case, it is not required. That's why it is giving me the error. So these two things, print A plus B. Okay. Now again, it is giving the error. Now, why this is error? Again, see, print A plus B. Type error can only concatenate. Oh, but I am doing plus sign. And he is saying that concatenate. Remember, error, editor error. This is editor. Our ID error cannot be wrong in any case. Cannot be wrong. You have to analyze that error correctly. It cannot be wrong in any case. So it is saying that it is a concatenate. Concatenate means adding, like my name is, let's say, Rahul Singh, and that there is a separate. So I want to concatenate, then it will come as a Rahul Singh in a single word. So that is called concatenate. But I am not doing concatenate. I am trying to add two numbers. So for adding two numbers, if we write C equal to A plus B, and now if I print C, so it will give me the result again. It is showing error. Here the concatenation is happening. It is saying that type concatenate error because whatever the value, this is integer, this is integer, the sum is also integer, but this C, whatever in Python, always remember, by default, it is string. By default, the C is string. So that's why when we add two integer value and storing that data type in a string, it is saying, no, this is not possible. Concatenate string, not integer. It means this value is a string and we are trying to store integer value in a string. That's why it is giving me error. So what I will do? I will change this value as int, or not here, sorry. Now, hmm, it is something. Again, it is saying the same thing. So we are making some mistake. What are the mistakes? Can anyone guess?
So
Sorry.
we have not defined
See,
A
this is
as A and B as an integer, right?
A is a string. We are, see, this is what we are doing. B is 10, C is 20. Now we are using C equal to. So this value we are reassigning. That till here it is fine. But what we are trying to add, A value is here, B value is here. Correct? So first of all, what we do, I say D equal to B plus C. And here I am printing D. Now here you can give the comment, the sum of B and C is. So whatever you are giving the comment here, this comment, whatever you are giving the comment here, it will printed as it is. It will printed as it is. Okay. Because this become like you can say that fixed thing. But remember, I am saying the fixed things which will printed as it is. In Python, again, I am saying that when we will discuss about the variable. So there are two type of variable, local, global, and environment variable. So variable means the value which is changed time to time. We are changing, but in Python there is no variable concept like constant thing. There is nothing like constant concept in this. So if I run them, then the sum of B and C is 30. So this is reassignment, and then how we are adding the two numbers. Okay. Now, suppose the same thing, there is a one, you can say case study or the business requirement that get the two value from the user and sum those, print the sum of those. Get the two values from the user. User get value from the user and print the sum. Here we are passing the value in program, but now my requirement is user input. Whatever the value user is providing, get those values and you have to print the sum of values. So for that, for user input values, what is required? That is one function available, or you can say the method available in the Python. If you want to get value from the user, so in the Python there is a you can say one function or method is already present in the Python, and that is called input function. That is called input function. So how that input function works? So suppose I want to fetch the user input, right? So I am saying that input, this is the input function. Now comment, please provide the first number. Please provide the first number. This is the user input. Second input, what the second value? Is the second number. Now, but where we need to store this value? We need a variable where we need to store this value. So let's see, I am saying one variable, that is first number equal to this. And this is, I'm going to store in another variable, that is second number. Fine. In these two variable, I'm going to store user input value. I will capture user input value. And now I have to sum this. So I can use this. Let's say I'm creating one variable, sum of numbers. First number plus second number. And now I'm printing sum of numbers. Simple thing. Now, if I run this, see what will happen. It is asking me, provide the first number. Let's say I'm giving 10. What the error will come? Provide the second number. I give 12. Now, what it does, 10 plus 12. This is what we are expecting. No, of course not. We want the sum of two numbers. And we have given the correct logic also. First number plus second number, it will store in the sum of numbers, and I am printing sum of number, and it is giving me 10, 12. What basically it did? 10 and 12. It is called concatenation. It is concatenated to number. Why? Because every input is taking as a string. Every input is taking as a string in Python. Remember this thing. It is always user input is taking as a string in Python. So the first number is 10. My first number is 10. So this is a string. The second number is 12. That is also a string. So let's suppose Rahul Singh. Both are a string. And this plus is doing concatenation. So concatenation means plus. This will become Rahul Singh. This will become Rahul Singh. This is similar like Excel function, guys. This is similar like Excel function. But my objective is to get the sum of the number, not concatenation, correct? And we came to know that this is always in string. This is a string value. This is also a string, and that's why it is giving me both the string, it adds, and it is giving me this. So first of all, we need to make this string as an integer. We need to make this string as an integer. So what I will do, simply write int and make it in parenthesis, because first parenthesis for this one, second parenthesis for this one, and we make this whole output as an integer. The same thing I am going to do here. Now, if I run, provide, let's say 34 and 6. Now you can see 40. Right? So this you have to remember. Whatever the value from the user system is taking in Python, every time it is Python converts or Python understand, you can say, as a string. As a string. Okay. So making this a string as a integer, first we will convert this string as an integer, and then the simple logic arithmetic operator, right? And this is called typecasting. This is called data typecasting. We are casting data in one format to another format. Now, suppose the same thing, if I say I am not making it as an integer. Let me copy this whole again. I'm writing another program. Okay. And this is 1. This is 1. First number and sum of 1. Okay, fine. Now I am not making this as an integer. I'm not making this as an integer. Now see, first value, it will convert to the integer. We have already seen that if the value is not, we have not typecasted, then it will treat it as a string and it will concatenate the string, right? So now the second scenario, we have seen that, okay, we have converted that into integer. Now in third scenario, I am just leave it second value as a string. Now if I am going to add, then what will happen? First number, okay, second one. Now, see, it is asking me, please provide first number. Let's say I give 12. Second number, I am giving 5. 70. It adds, right? Without typecasting. Without typecasting. Correct? Oh, this is the first one. 12 and this is 4. Now you can see the error. That's why I thought that without typecasting, this is the error, right? First number 1 and second number 1. What? Because it cannot add string with integer. We cannot add string with integer. Like can I add Rahul plus 10? Yeah, or 10 plus Rahul? Of course not. We cannot add integer value with the string, right? So that's why the typecasting is required. Now, just one scenario. Suppose there is a business that take user input monthly salary and annual bonus and calculate annual salary. Just try to break down the things, guys. That's it. Calculate. Try to understand. Monthly salary. Okay, this is input I have to take. So this is one variable we can create. Monthly salary. And remember, it should not have any space. So monthly salary, we have taken one variable, and annual bonus, another variable, because two items I need to collect from the user. Okay. Suppose, and we have to collect this as an input. We have to collect this as an input. So what I can write, monthly salary equal to int input, please provide, oh, sorry, please provide the monthly salary, and the second input int annual bonus. Remember, you just break down the scenario, you can write the code. Just read the scenario, take the first user input. What I have to take? Monthly salary and annual salary. Okay. And the system will calculate annual salary. Fine. So, annual salary equal to what is monthly salary into 12, right? Into 12 plus annual bonus. That would be the annual salary. This is the simple math, isn't it? This is the simple math. Annual, not bonus. Annual salary I have to calculate. So monthly salary into 12 plus annual bonus. Correct? Now, I have to print this. How to? Print annual salary with bonus is what? Annual salary, right? This variable. Clear, guys? Or if you have any question, you can ask. It is a very simple things which we are writing. We just gather two things, two variable, and this is the system job. So user input two variable, and this system job, that is a business rule. So business rule is written here, and we have defined the simple mathematical calculation. Now run this. This is the provide first number. Okay, 4, 6, 5, 7. Wait. No. Please provide monthly salary. Let's say my monthly salary is 100 rupees. Monthly bonus is, annual bonus is, let's say, 10 rupees. So the calculation 100 into 12, 1200 plus 10, 1210. Fine. Clear? Any question, guys? Any question?
No, sir.